The first time I heard Hans Abrahamsen's Schnee, I remember being totally captivated. It's magical music, it's music that takes you on a journey. And the more I got to know Hans and the more I immersed myself in the score, the more I came to understand that that journey is the journey of Hans's life. And this is the story we're telling with Finding Balance.
In those years, in the 90s, I struggled. I felt I have lost my language to compose. I didn't have the tools to do what I was searching.
Hans struggled for years with demons. And eventually this struggle got so bad that he couldn't compose anymore. And he had to accept that he wasn't a composer anymore. This period lasted for 10 years, and it's Hans's path through these struggles that made him the artist that he is. Schnee is the piece that Hans wrote on the other side of that period of struggle. And it's a kind of manifestation of his path through those struggles.
We tried to create something which was playful and delightful and full of energy, but the story of Hans's life is a really deep one. It's ultimately about accepting the things in our lives that we can't change, about limitations of time, and ultimately about our own mortality. We wanted to build something which was more than a concert, to bring Hans's music to life with movement and images and words and, of course, with music.
At first listen, it is complex, it is dense, it has layers to it. Those processes don't come to the surface easily without a little bit of in-depth listening or a little bit of understanding about the structure behind. So I am really hoping that this style of show helps bring a broader audience in to thinking deeply about music by Hans and by other composers like him.
Schnee is complex and rich music, but when you break it apart and look at what's actually going on inside, you see the music's connection to this very human, very personal story of Hans's struggles and of his finding his way through a really difficult time in his life.
Artists are human beings, and their stories can help us understand their music.
We felt like this was a story that people could connect to, and that connecting to the story offered a way into this really profound music, even for people who had never heard anything like it before. And that's the experience that we're creating with Finding Balance.